Picture this, a sun-drenched, uncharted desert isle. The professor, our resident genius, is tinkering away, trying to build a radio out of coconuts. But instead of picking up a radio station, he accidentally tears a massive hole in the space-time continuum. Oops. Suddenly, a shimmering transporter beam appears next to a palm tree. Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise materializes, dropping into a defensive crouch, phaser drawn. He looks around utterly confused. Spock? This isn't Starbase 11, he mutters. Before anyone can process this, a magnificent white stallion gallops through the jungle. It's Silver. The Lone Ranger leaps over a fallen log, shouting his iconic catchphrase, "Hi you Silver, away!" Right behind him is his faithful companion Tonto, riding scout, and looking very concerned about the metal man in the bright yellow shirt. Just when you think it can't get any weirder, a familiar yabba dabba doo echoes from the beach. Fred Flintstone comes skidding to a halt, his bare feet literally smoking from the friction. He's not alone, though. He's being chased by Bozo the Clown, who's honking a bicycle horn and gleefully throwing confetti all over Gilligan. And where's Gilligan? Naturally, he's hiding inside a giant soup pot. Skip purr. Gilligan's muffled voice cries out, "There's a shiny man, a cowboy, and a loud guy with big shoes on our beach." The skipper storms out of his hut, ready to lay down the law, but he freezes. Standing there on the sand in full sequined leotards are the Solid Gold dancers. As if on cue, the upbeat theme to Physical starts playing out of thin air. They immediately launch into a perfectly choreographed jazz hand routine, dancing around the bamboo huts like it's a Saturday night special. The castaways just stare, mouths agape. This is officially the strangest day on the island. The chaos only escalates from there. Captain Kirk, ever the charmer, immediately tries to seduce Ginger, completely convinced she's an elite alien operative disguised in a glamorous satin gown. Meanwhile, the Lone Ranger and Tonto, paragons of justice, attempt to arrest Thurston Howell III for what they deem unlawful possession of a silver mine's worth of loot. Mr. Howell is, of course, appalled at the suggestion. Down on the beach, Fred Flintstone mistakes the skipper for a disgruntled member of his Water Buffalo Lodge. He slaps him on the back and asks where the nearest Bronto Burger stand is. The skipper just sputters, completely lost for words. And then there's Bozo. The clown, in his infinite wisdom, discovers the professor's latest batch of experimental superglue sap. In a moment of classic clown comedy, he accidentally glues his big red nose firmly to Gilligan's iconic white hat. Gilligan, still in the soup pot, is now permanently attached to a very sticky clown. As the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over this bizarre scene, the Solid Gold dancers form a spectacular human pyramid. Captain Kirk sees his chance. Using the pyramid as a makeshift antenna, he manages to finally contact the Enterprise. Just as the ship's tractor beam locks onto him, Fred Flintstone makes a mad dash, trying to hitch a ride back to the future, or at least to a decent diner. Tonto simply shakes his head, muttering about the strange magic he's witnessed. The transporter beam whisks Kirk and the other interlopers away, leaving the castaways behind once again. And what are they left with? A beach covered in glitter, a very confused clown with a hat stuck to his nose, and the lingering question, what on earth just happened? Another day in paradise, I suppose. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more what-if scenarios.